గంట మాట్లాడండి. Within a short while, we will have here the presence of Secretary, Department of Land Resources. Good morning, one and all. Hearty welcome to all the distinguished guests from various parts of the nation to the City of Destiny, Visakhapatnam. It gives me great pleasure to host Southern Zone Regional Review, Digital India Land Records and Modernization Program. I request Collector and District Magistrate Visakhapatnam to welcome Secretary, Department of Land Resources, Government of India. I request Joint Collector to welcome Additional Secretary, DILRMP, Government of India. Now I request Additional Director, Survey and Settlements Department to welcome Joint Secretary, DILRMP. Thank you, sir. I request everyone to please join for lighting the lamp. I request the Secretary, Joint Secretary, Principal Secretary and other dignitaries to please join for lighting the lamp. Thank you, sir. We would like to start the program with national song. I request everyone to please stand up in honor of a national song. Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufala, Malayaj Sheetala, Sasya Shyamala Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyotsna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.
Thank you, thank you. Now I request Commissioner of Survey, Settlement and Land Resources Department, Government of Andhra Pradesh to give welcome address.
A very good morning to all ladies and gentlemen. On this very bright and sunny morning, I welcome you all. It is my proud privilege to welcome all the dignitaries who are present today to the 6th edition of Bhoomi Samvaad. On behalf of Government of Andhra Pradesh, I welcome the torchbearer of this vision and mission in the DILRMP program, our beloved Secretary DOLR sir, for giving us this opportunity to host this program. I also welcome the Additional Secretary, Joint Secretary, and the entire team of DOLR officials who have been motivating us in the entire country to ensure that we literally set the records straight. Unless the land records are set straight, we would not be achieving the progress as desired. I welcome the Deputy Director General from the NIC. I also welcome Principal Secretary Revenue, Karnataka, Kataria sir. I welcome my co-commissioners, Inspector General, Registration and Stamps from all the southern states who've taken time out to be present in this conference. Today, on this auspicious day of Krishna Paksha Chaturdashi, I welcome all of you once again to this conference and hope the deliberations today will pave the way further for a modernized, transformed, reformed land record for the entire country. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Joint Secretary, Department of Land Resource, Government of India, to set the context of the meet.
A very warm good morning to all. Our chief guest of this event, under whose leadership and guidance this regional review meeting of southern states is now materialized, Sri Ajay Tirki sir, Secretary, Department of Land Resources, Additional Secretary of the Department, Sri R. Anand sir, my senior colleagues, Sri Kataria sir from Karnataka, and all other colleagues from different states. Especially, I would like to mention the host state, Andhra Pradesh, Sri G. Sai Prasad sir, Special Chief Secretary, who is not present at this moment, but he had come, met our Secretary sir, and he had some preoccupations for which he had to leave. However, being the host state, his contribution and his team's contribution, especially Commissioner Siddharth Jain and his team, I must compliment all my colleagues from DOLR, from NIC team, from GIS team, and ladies and gentlemen present here. First of all, I would like to congratulate State of Andhra Pradesh for embarking on a very crucial journey in land records management. I think Secretary sir will divulge what is that iconic moment, watershed moment in land governance, which actually Andhra Pradesh has achieved. However, this regional meeting, which we call Bhoomi Samvaad, this is a series of deliberations discussions and on issues pertaining to land governance, pertaining to the implementation of Digital India Land Records Modernization Program, pertaining to different perspectives into land management, land administration, land governance, and also to embark on a journey for next 25 years when India is celebrating 75th years of independence. Now we are embarking on a next phase of journey when we are going to complete 100 years of independence. So next 25 years is crucial from the paradigm of land governance as well. So these series of deliberations and regional review meetings give us the opportunity of one-to-one interaction to know, to understand better the issues pertaining to the specific states, and thereupon deliberating where we can arrive at some solutions. This also gives some opportunities for best practice to learn, to relearn, learning from each other, sharing of knowledge, sharing of data. So all these things is possible in a small event like this, where few states, 4 to 5 states mostly, where they come together and deliberate on various issues. So with these objectives, this regional meeting for southern states was conceived, and today, as per guidance of our Secretary Sir, so there are 3 parts in the first half. The first half will quickly go and review the different facets, components of the DILRMP scheme. The second part, if you see that there is one component where it also talks about innovative initiatives. So we have flagship initiatives of the department, where in the part B, we'll be discussing on that. And third is the miscellaneous, where there are a lot many issues where we'll dwell on. So that is the first part. The second part, if you see after lunch, where 2 big initiatives are going to be unveiled. The one initiative is the Bhoomi geoportal, which will be rolled out today. This is again a brainchild of our Secretary Sir. We have been working for this program for more than 1 year now, and now with the active support of the participating states, and especially Andhra Pradesh, we are sitting today, this is now possible that we can now go ahead with pilot testing. So this will be unveiled today and rolled out. The other important initiative is the blockchain. So nowadays, we all know that the importance of blockchain in governance itself. So now it is possible that in land governance, land administration, within land management, you have the facets of registration, you have the revenue, and so forth. So there is an already pilot testing is going on, which will be unveiled here today, and this is of first of its kind, where all 3 components of land governance, land administration will come together in the blockchain system. Thereafter, we will have state-wise presentations, one by one. There we will see that how the states are doing based of their efforts in the revenue system as well as registration system or their integration itself. So this is the background of this today's event. We all know that there is a historical legacy of the journey of land governance. We all know that pre-independence era, if you look at from time memorial, different methods, methodologies, systems have been prevailing in this vast country. And the common feature of these systems was that when we look at from a pan-India perspective, all these systems used to be asymmetric, which means that the prevailing system in one region doesn't resemble with the other system. There also we have diversity in some parts of the country where customary laws are prevailing in the land governance system. The record keeping of properties are also different in the entire country. So that was one huge challenge before the implementing agencies. Then of course, if you see that British period, they had different perspective and objective on which they try to systematically look into the land governance system. However, the whole perspective was to tax collection and their own colonial objective. Post-independence, different plethora of initiatives have taken place, and but to say that during 2008-9, the strengthening of SRA, upgradation of land records, ULR. So those were some of the initiatives by Government of India with the active support of the states and UTs. Thereafter came in this National Land Records Modernization Program. And in 2016, it was further revamped under the aegis of Digital India Initiative, and with 100% Government of India funding, this Digital India Land Records Modernization Program was conceived. And since then, now we have entered into the third phase, which is from 2021 to 2025-26. So 3 years to go of this program now. And we are now sitting on a very crucial juncture in land governance when computerization, digitization, we have substantially achieved. So now it is the opportune time when we look ahead for maybe efforts for conclusive titling, where the department has a view that it will be a system of India's own system. It is not just a copy of the torrent system prevailing in some parts of the world. India, being a very diverse country, its needs are different. And if you look at DILRMP itself, it is a program of programs itself. Within the program, there are so many programs are actually and initiatives are going on. So in this context, India, we may look at an Indian version of conclusive titling. I think when we deliberate further, so it will be discussed as well. So with these words, I welcome you all to this event, and I am hopeful that we will have fruitful discussions, and the issues faced by you will definitely try to give some solution here, and with your active support and participation, we are hopeful that saturation of the scheme is now possible. We will have a very aggressive target. I think it will be, the target will be set by Secretary Sir, and we expect your active participation and support in this journey. With these words, I once again welcome you all to this August review meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Secretary DILRMP to address the gathering.
So, good morning to all of you. And this is the 6th edition of Bhoomi Samvaad, which we had initiated 2 years back. And I think it's a very, should I say, gives us an opportunity to look forward as well as inwards as well, both. And allows everyone to see where we are, whether we are doing the right things in the right manner, and whether it needs course correction, and whether there are learnings from others as well when we move forward. We have today senior officers from the state governments, Principal Secretary Karnataka is here, Commissioners of Survey Land Records from Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, IGRs of the states, DDG NIC, Collector Vizag, who's hosting us. Thank you very much. Additional Secretary, my colleague from Delhi, Joint Secretary, Mr. Sonmani, and friends. To start with saying that land management is the core of governance. I think it's a very loaded statement and very relevant for every one of us to understand. Any initiative, any work on land management impacts various, and should I say, almost all sectors of governance. All sectors of governance, irrespective. And therefore, it actually means that whatever we do in land management actually gives us a foothold and a way forward for any scheme in governance, whether be it agriculture, whether it be it the food sector, whether it be it the infrastructure sector, the social sector. All sectors are impacted by what all of us are doing. There's a very famous book called The Mystery of Capital. It's by a Peruvian author, Hernando Soto. And it says that if we are to actually work on capital formation, and if we are to work in order to allow the economy to grow, then it is very essential that the public systems like land management systems need to be developed, and developed in such a manner that it is accessible to the citizens. So that is the capital formation part will only come through these systems. And one of the biggest public systems which we have in our country as well as other countries is the land management systems. So it is very important for all of us to take care of what these systems actually ought to do and ought to deliver. In the recent past, what we have seen is that we have allowed and we have actually pushed technology in a big manner in land management systems. And that's very essential. What was in the past, which was more, when we talk of the revenue administration, we used to realize that whatever was offered by the revenue office was what the citizens would get. But now technology has taken over, and we have consciously pushed technology in the center as well as what you all are doing in the states. And to my mind, that is making a sea change in the way things are happening in the governance in the various sectors in the country. And it's a very, very, very welcome change. As far as DILRMP is concerned, the center is concerned, which is what we are working on, I think we have moved on, and there is a sea change in what we had been seeing of land management. We have moved from